കാമൊലിയായി തിരകളിലേറി മലയാളത്തിൻ മൊഴിയൊഴുകും വഴിയും ഒരു കാമൊലിയായി തിരകളിലേറി മലയാളത്തിൻ മൊഴിയൊഴുകും വഴി പടരാം പവിഴക്കരയും താണ്ടി Radio Rang, color your life.
Good evening, Radio Rank viewers. Welcome to the educational segment Away from Campus, episode 12. As you all know, Radio Rank is an audio-visual media with a different vision. It is very important to discuss about the eye-related problem, especially during this digital learning. To discuss about the eye-related problem, general eye-related problem as well as eye-related problem during digital learning, we have an eminent doctor here, Dr. Manoj Kurian Philip, American Mission Hospital, Kingdom of Bahrain. Good evening, doctor.
Good evening.
How are you, doctor?
Fine.
Thank you for your time. First of all, it is very important to discuss about eye-related problem, especially during the digital learning. We all face a lot of problems, especially teachers, students and parents. So let me start with general questions, sir.
Okay.
What are the refractive errors in the eyes?
Coming to the refractive errors, first we have to think about how the eye functions.
Okay.
So the eye is like a camera. Okay. So as you know, in a camera, there is the lens as well as the film. Okay, so the light that goes inside the eye has to get focused on the film to get a good picture.
Okay.
Like that, in the eye also there is the eye lens as well as the retina, which is the film. So the light that goes inside the eye has to focus on the retina to get a good picture.
Okay.
So once if the image is formed in front of the retina,
Okay.
that means the eyeball is very big.
Okay.
So that condition we call it as a myopia.
Okay.
If the eyeball is very small and the light gets focused outside the eye,
Okay.
then that condition we call it as hypermetropia. And there is another condition where there is because the eyeball is like a ball or spherical, there are different axes. If all the axes are falling in one place, then it is we get a spherical error.
Okay.
But if the the rays gets focused in different points, then we have the error called the astigmatism.
Okay.
So these are the three main refractive errors which we come across:
Okay.
myopia, hypermetropia, and refractive astigmatism.
Okay. This astigmatism I heard from the school actually for the children, no?
Yes.
Means we cannot make out, but still when the parents point out,
Okay.
we teachers get an idea
Okay.
how to focus such children.
Yes.
So when you tell about this, I remember this eye-related pictures and all that in biology have learned.
Yes.
So it will be helpful for the students also, I
Yes.
think, and for the teachers also will get an idea from a doctor.
Yes.
Good. Okay, so doctor, what is that lazy eye?
Okay. Coming to the lazy eye, first we have to think about how the eye develops. Okay. So when the child is born, as you all know, the child doesn't know to speak, doesn't know to walk. The child learns to speak, child learns to walk,
Okay.
as well as like that the child has to learn to see also.
Okay.
That means the eye and the brain coordination should develop. Okay. So if the eye and the brain coordination doesn't develop, then there is chances we have the lazy eye.
Okay.
So lazy eye can occur in one eye or in both eyes. Okay. So if the retina gets the good picture and the brain can analyze that picture, then we don't get a lazy eye. Okay. But if there is a difference in power between one eye and the other eye, and so the brain utilizes the better eye to see, and the other eye is not being utilized by the brain, so that the eye doesn't get the same development as the normal eye.
Okay.
So the eye that doesn't get the development will become a lazy eye. Okay, that's
Okay.
the thing.
Okay. Doctor, when you point out about the vision, actually when you speak, you were mentioning about the childhood days, no?
Yeah.
So when they're born, it is easy to identify whether they can hear or not, they can
Yeah.
speak or not. But
Yeah.
the eyesight, it is very difficult, no, to make out in the.
Yes, it is
newborn
very
babies.
difficult. But we initially, when the child is born, we just look at the red reflex. We see whether the red reflex means whether the light is going inside the eye and coming out, if there is any problem.
No, for the doctors only can make out, no, not for
Yes,
the parents.
not for the parents. But the parents, after 3 months, by 3 months, the child will look at your face and smile. So that is a good sign to say that there is vision.
Okay. We will show the toys and we'll see
Yes,
that, okay,
yes,
if
yes.
the child is looking at
At the
that
toys,
place, it is okay.
yeah.
Otherwise, the sight is not perfect. They will look at the sound only. Then
Only
they will.
they
see
won't
that.
look at the toy.
Okay.
Okay.
Viewers, you can post your questions on FB live page, and I got many questions on Radio Rang app. I noted down. Doctor, is there anything that can be done to prevent the progression of myopia?
See, as I told you before, the child has to grow. When the child as the child grows in height as well as in development of the brain.
Okay.
Like that, as the child grows, the eye also will be developing. Okay, so eye also will be increasing in size. So initially, if the child is having a big eyeball, that means the rays of the light is not falling on the retina; it is falling inside the eyeball. Then we call it as a myopia.
Okay. Big
Okay.
eyeball in the sense while seeing?
No, the size of the eyeball.
Okay.
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 So as the child grows, as he grows in height, like that, the eye also will be growing little by little.
Okay.
So that means the myopia will progress over the years till the age of 20. There is no way you can reduce the power or reduce the progression. But there are chances if the child is having very high myopia, we can give contact lens to reduce little bit of progression.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So when do you suggest the child should be checked?
Usually, what we suggest is the child should be checked even if he is normal at the age of 3, 5, 7, 9 every 2 years.
Okay.
Okay, if the child is normal.
Normal. Okay.
If the child is having a problem and using glasses, every year they should have a checkup.
So every year we have to
They
check.
should have a checkup.
Okay. Because in the school, no, it is very difficult to identify. Sometimes they won't write. So they can be lazy. Sometimes it is because of the laziness,
Yeah.
or with the vision. It is difficult to make out.
Yes.
Sometimes
So-
children will tell that I couldn't see the board properly.
Yeah.
And
So, see, usually as the child is taken to the school or admitted to school, they should have a eye checkup before going to the school.
no, do we have the setup like
Nowadays, there is a program
Okay.
for them to check the eyes.
Okay.
All the schools are implementing that program.
because eyes are very precious like
Yes,
our
yes,
children, so
yes.
it is very difficult to identify the problems actually when we see the blurred vision and all, no.
Yes.
We won't make out at that time. It will be okay because of the tiredness, and it is very difficult to make out.
Yes.
Doctor, there is a question from a viewer,
Yeah.
Mrs. Usha Benny. Due to the pandemic, digital learning has become a part of our life.
Yes, yes.
Majority of the digital users are complaining of blurred vision, dryness and headache. Please advise on it. This is a common problem actually, the dryness, headache.
Okay.
It's very difficult.
See, in this digital age, and due to the ongoing digital classes or online classes, every child will have these problems. Okay, this can be divided into two categories. One is related to the accommodation, okay, and one is related to the dryness.
Okay. Accommodation in the sense?
See, as you know, in a good camera, we have the focusing for focusing distant objects and focusing near. We
Yes.
can zoom the lens. Like
Yes.
that, the eye has the inborn power to zoom
okay.
for distance and zoom for near. So accommodation is the process by which the eye zooms for the near.
Nearest one.
So if there is a problem for accommodation, then the child will have, and if there is he or she will not be able to, after reading for some time, he won't be able to look far. It will take time.
Okay.
So blurring of vision for looking far. So sometimes the child will not be able to look near also.
Okay.
That is also a accommodation problem.
Okay. Okay.
The dryness will cause burning sensation and grittiness. Okay, all those things comes under the
Yes,
dryness
yes,
problem.
yes.
And the headache also can be caused by the dryness problem also.
So how we will identify actually these symptoms, no, other than not during the digital learning only, otherwise also it can experience,
Yes,
and
yes.
it can lead to a serious problem also.
Okay.
So especially during this digital time, means we all will treat ourselves that okay, this is because of the digital learning it happens. So how we can, a general idea to get a general idea to the public, I asked this question. So how we can make out generally, means we have to consult a doctor.
So if the child is having problems like headache, which is not related to which is very much related to the digital learning, and if he is not able to focus for far after doing some work in the tab or on computer, and after some time he is having dryness of the eyes, all those things we have to have a checkup with the doctor. Otherwise, for a layman, they will just tell that it is mainly because of the using this thing, and how they can prevent this. They have to do because during the digital learning, what happens is they concentrate too much and they forget to blink.
Okay. Yeah,
So
it is not there.
Yeah, so the blink reflex is not there. So if the blink reflex is not there, then dryness will happen, and it will be a vicious cycle.
Correct.
Okay.
That's true. Normally we blink, no? Many times we blink in
we have to
between.
blink at least for 14 to 18 times in a minute.
Okay.
That is involuntary blinking.
Correct.
But during this digital aging, the blink reflex comes back, is reduced to 4 or 5.
Correct.
So
Actually,
that's-
unknowingly it happens. When I look at you, many times, now I noticed that.
Yeah.
But when I look at a screen, for long hours, it is like that only.
Yes, yes.
So we don't blink our eyes.
Okay.
And especially this distance also very little. Which
Yes.
is very, we don't look at far at all.
Yes.
And the distance is very small. So what could be the ideal distance actually?
So ideal distance, what we tell is 16 inches
Okay.
from the eyes.
Okay.
That is the ideal distance, and it's always better to keep the eyes, keep the screen little down, so that the eye exposed will be less, so that the dryness will be less. Okay, that is the ideal thing.
So generally to the students, teachers and parents, actually doctor wanted to convey that you have to take rest in between. You have
You have to do the 20-20 exercise. That is, after every 20 minutes or at least 30 minutes, you have to look far more than 20 feet for at least 20 seconds. At least 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Yeah, that is the rule.
Okay, because normally in our schools, the time duration is around 50 minutes to 1 hour, 40 minutes to 1 hour.
Yeah.
Majority of the schools we follow like that.
Yeah.
So in between the break you get, please utilize it.
Yes.
That is the
Yeah.
purpose of this program. And
Yeah, we have to utilize that program, or at least every 30 minutes you have to give a break for the students.
Yes.
Okay.
So So that is why we invited doctor especially to convey this message to the students, parents and teachers. We know we are hearing, and 1 or 2 days we'll do that, otherwise maximum 1 week we'll do. After that we'll forget about it.
Yes.
And regarding this headache I mentioned, no?
Okay.
Normally when we discuss, usually there is a habit of telling about the bad things happened in life. So I have headache. So one of them will comment that, oh, last week one teacher had headache and it had gone like this and it was worst. So that is why I asked how we can make out that.
For headache, there are two types of headache. That's the chronic headache as well as the migraine type of headache.
Okay.
The chronic type of headache can be due to sinus problem, or due to tension, or due to cluster headaches. Okay. This can happen. The headache will be throughout the head. Okay, and it may last for half an hour to 45 minutes like that, and the painkillers will relieve it.
Okay.
And the tension headaches is related to the tension, and sinus headache, always there will be some sinus problems that is related. But in migraine, what happens is the migraine can have a aura. That means before the headache comes, the patient or the child will know that he is going to have the headache. But in tension headaches, there is no aura like that. Okay. In migraine, the aura can be visual aura or auditory aura, or some triggering factors also will be there, like going out in the sun can cause the triggering of the thing. Okay. So migraine headaches, usually it should be we have to investigate fully to rule out all the other causes of headache before telling it as a migraine headache.
Okay. Because it's very difficult. I know that when we consult doctor with headache, usually we patients will ask, no, what would be the reason, doctor?
Yes.
So there could be 100,000 reasons.
100,000
still,
reasons.
as you explained, no, it is very difficult to identify for us. It is from the backside or it is full. It is because of stress, sinus. We cannot make out. So all the time consulting a doctor also. I have many personal experiences with you. My friends also shared when they came to consult you. You clearly mentioned this is not because of eye related problem. You have to go to the neurologist. Many cases my friends shared with you. That is why in my mind I know that you are a very good ophthalmologist.
Thank you very much.
So that's why I asked, because neurology and this eye related problem, no, we cannot, we normal people cannot make out. So we have to consult a doctor.
Yes.
And doctor, is there any chance, actually when we take Panadol, no, it will be subsided, the pain will be subsided.
Yeah.
So it will harmful, actually it will be...
See, Panadol can be taken, but it depends upon how frequently you have to take the Panadol to relieve the headache. Okay. See, you when there is a headache, you have to take something to relieve the headache. We can't just go about with the headache. Okay. First you have to treat the headache, and then we have to find out the cause. So it depends upon how many times this headache is happening and how frequent, whether it is related to whether it is associated with vomiting, whether there is any weakness, whether there is any mood swings. All those things that has to be taken into consideration before you continue with using the Panadol.
Because once we take Panadol, no, there will be a habit of mentally relaxed. Okay, when we take Panadol, it is subsided, and when we massage, sometimes it will go. But if it is a severe headache related to some problem, definitely it will be there only.
Yeah.
So definitely we have
to have a consultation with either any of the doctors. To see what is the cause of the headache.
Because to identify, to diagnose a headache, it is very difficult for the doctors also, I think, because that is the experience. When we consult, no, that side only we have to be blessed actually to consult a correct doctor, and doctor also has to identify it correctly. So, doctor, many questions are there. Pavitra Menon asked, what is the ideal position for a mobile phone or laptop during online class? I think in between.
That is ideal position is around 16
inches,
inches,
okay.
16 inches, and it should be kept little down so that the eye exposed will be very less. So to prevent dryness of the eye. That is the.
And Dr. Vision also, actually for the difference between ladies and men, I heard that we can see whatever happens at the backside also, and men means will see directly only. Is there anything like that scientifically?
No, there's no scientific.
It's not like that, just like that. Okay. So when we look at the screen, no, is there any chance? Okay, just I can look at this side.
No,
and
see, when you look in the front of the eye, you are able to see around 140 degrees of your vision field. That will be always there, whether you are looking at the screen or whether you are looking front. That is always there. If there is a constriction of the field of vision, then there is a problem. Okay. So normally when you are looking at the screen also, you are able to see all the side things.
In my case also, actually I couldn't identify I have a problem because I was not wearing glass before, and the smart boards we use, no, so when I stand at the back side, it is very difficult to see that, so I thought it is because of that light. Later only it is I could identify that okay, I am not able to identify the person who is at a certain distance. It is very difficult. So that chances also more nowadays. What is your experience from the hospital nowadays?
See, what we have to do is as I told you, there is a condition called myopia. That is the eye, and the light that goes inside the eye is getting focus inside the eye. So in myopia, the person will be able to see near clearly. Okay, for distance only there is a problem. And if the child or the person is always looking at only near, the eye gets adapted to only near, and he won't be able to see the far things. And this can it has been studied that myopia, doing only close work increases the myopia very fast. Okay. So it is always better to have the children go out, have a play outside for every day. At least 1 hour they have to go outside, look far. So that means
that should be developed.
That should be developed. Okay.
That is very
because nowadays online learning is there, so they have to sit almost throughout the day in front of the computers. Then they should develop going outside, at least for a walk or play or anything, for at least 1 hour in a day.
That's true. Because in my case also, when I wear glass, no, I can see clearly, okay, but at the same time when I read something, I have to remove to see that clearly.
That is a different thing. That is in adults. Okay. So see, as I told you, in myopia we can see near objects clearly. So you may be having myopia, that's why you are not able to see far, but with the glasses you are able to see far. But after the age of 40, as I told you, there is a accommodation. Okay, accommodation is the ability for the eye to focus near as well as far. As after the age of 40, the accommodation power decreases. Okay, so we for person after the age of 40, they always need glasses for reading. But in myopia, because for reading the accommodation they need plus lenses. Okay. In myopia we are using minus lenses. So after the age of 40, this minus and plus cancels each other. So that's why you get comfortable while removing the glasses. So because the myopia, if the person is having myopia, and after the age of 40 there is that reading problem or the presbyopia. This presbyopia we are giving plus lenses, and myopia we are giving minus lenses. These two together cancels. That's why they don't want to use glasses for reading. For reading.
And for the children, those who wear glasses, is there any chance to just avoid that in future?
See, till the age of 20, as I told you, the eye is developing or increasing in size.
Size.
So in myopia,
That we cannot make out, no, that increasing
No,
the size,
no.
it is we cannot
We can't.
make out, or like the other parts grow.
No.
Okay.
So the myopia increases till the age of 20. From 20 till 40 or 45, the eye is almost stable.
Stable.
So if there is myopia of any power at the age of 20, we can do some surgeries or LASIK surgeries to avoid the glasses.
Okay.
Okay, that is all cosmetic correction.
Okay.
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 It's not-
That will be done by the ophthalmologist?
Yeah, that's done by the ophthalmologist.
Ophthalmologist.
Yeah.
Okay. That wearing contact lenses, no? Is it fine comparing to wearing glasses?
See, glasses, contact lens, all are doing the same purpose.
purpose.
It is like helping the eyes to see.
See, okay.
Okay, the contact lens has the cosmetic value only. Okay.
Okay.
It serves the same purpose.
Okay.
Okay. So we can do we can use contact lenses, and in high myopia, using contact lenses, it seems they can prevent the rapid progression of of myopia.
Okay. Because I am very scared to see that some students, no, they will tell that teacher something is there on my eyes. Then when I look at something, will be like that, no, circular
Yes,
thing.
yes.
So it is very difficult to see. I am very scared to see that. So children are very comfortable with that. They will fix it back. And during the exam time and all that, no, there is a chance, no, when they rub their eyes, it will come out, no.
Yeah, it can displace.
Okay.
Okay, but
So they can manage from their seat, or they have to go to the, means they have to see the mirror to fix it.
sometimes they have to manage with the mirror. Otherwise, they just manage with the eyes closed. They can manage it.
So when they touch with the finger, there is no issue. Or that lens.
Usually, they shouldn't touch inside the eye. They should close the eyes and position it.
Okay.
Okay. If they have to remove it, they have to wash the hands and. then
That's
only-
what I
Yeah.
asked, because I have seen that in my class and all. So when they do that, even I
No,
can
it's always better to wash the hands and do it.
do it.
Yeah.
Doctor, one more question is there. Renu Sudeep asked,
Okay.
how to set up the study room for a long online session which can help to reduce eye strain problem in children, and just any tips, and as a teacher, what are the important things to be added into the general rules for a healthier virtual classroom experience which can help to reduce eye related problem for children in future?
Okay. See, in online classes, when you are sharing the material for this for studies,
Okay.
or videos, they can watch in any position. Okay. But the sharing materials for reading, they should increase the font and then read.
Okay.
And they shouldn't keep the computers or laptop in so that there is a glare that is because of the window there. So the computers should be kept perpendicular to the window so that there is no glare that is coming
That's
out.
not good.
No, glare is not good. Okay. So that is the main tip that has to be followed. Okay. And it's always for little older children, they have to use the desktop. That is the desktop or the laptop. Okay. They shouldn't use the tab or anything. It's always
more
better,
wider screen.
More wider screen. Okay. That is the best option.
Okay. So that's okay, fine. Then the light, no, actually it has to come from the back side, or
it shouldn't reflect on the screen and come back. Okay.
So when I sit like this, suppose here is the smart board.
Yeah, the light should be on the top.
On the top, not at the back side
Not
of
that
me.
back.
Okay, that has to be there. No, without light, is it?
No, it's not good without the light. There should be sufficient light inside the room, and it's always better to, in the lighting condition during the daytime, for concentration, it is always better to have white light. Okay, and during the night, it is always better to have a yellow light.
Okay.
So for that you get a calm, relaxing mood.
But just when yellow light is there, no, it means in my case, I don't feel very comfortable to read in yellow yet.
Yeah,
light.
it's not. No, it is. It's not for
reading.
Not for reading.
Okay.
Because
screen
it,
use.
Yeah, it is. It is for comfort.
Okay.
Otherwise, in white light there is too much of blue light.
Okay.
So that during the evening, if they are exposed to blue light, it can disturb the sleep rhythm.
Okay.
So it is always better avoid blue light or the white light at night.
Okay.
And use the yellow light.
Yellow light. Okay. There is one question related to that also. The use of mobile phones during night time, I mean without light, is not good for eyes. How to convince the public about it?
See,
even elders, we also use the same thing.
Yes,
when we will advise children.
Yeah, the mobile phones. It's always better to use the mobile phones very less, because of the size and the font. Okay.
Please
so,
note this point. Viewers, all the viewers, please pass this message.
Yeah, and the mobile phones are mainly used for emergency uses. Okay, it should be used only for that. Okay, and not for a continuous use. Okay. And mobile phones will emit blue rays that can disturb the sleep rhythm. So it will be a vicious cycle, and if a sleep rhythm is disturbed, you feel drowsy in the morning. All those things will follow.
Okay.
So you shouldn't allow the children to use mobile phones at the night.
That is very important. Actually, we parents should take the mobile phone from them for their benefit. Actually, we have to convince them. That's why we called a doctor. You can just show this. Okay, then doctor's advice also please follow, and you yourself become a model.
Yeah. The parents has to set a model to the children. Yes. Otherwise, it is very difficult for them to follow.
We have to be a role model for our children, not to use mobile phones. And sometimes what is happening now, they will keep the bed sheet, and we cannot make out they are using, or especially when they use the blanket, it is very difficult. And children will watch movies, or we also have that habit of doing like that, because when we see something, we won't check. Okay, it's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. We will be watching it, but anyway, it will. One video I have seen through WhatsApp, it came. After seeing that video, I was very scared at that time, because it causes cancer. It is something like that.
See, blue light can damage the macula, because blue light is in the ultraviolet, near the ultraviolet spectrum of light. That has high energy. So that can damage the cells in the eyes and can cause degeneration. So it should always be avoided, blue light. Okay.
Thank you, doctor, for that awareness. Actually, just viewers, please take care of this. Let us go for a short break.
Vehicle in Arabic is Markaba, in Japanese it's Shario, and genuine spare parts in any language is Amani TVR Group, the name trusted since 1978. Trusted warranty for over 400,000 products. Amani TVR Group, UAE, Qatar, Oman and Bahrain. Vehicle in Arabic is Markaba, in Japanese it's Shario, and genuine spare parts in any language is Amani TVR Group, the name trusted since 1978. Trusted warranty for over 400,000 products. Amani TVR Group, UAE, Qatar, Oman and Bahrain. Vehicle in Arabic is Markaba, in Japanese it's Shario, and genuine spare parts in any language is Amani TVR Group, the name trusted since 1978. Trusted warranty for over 400,000 products. Amani TVR Group, UAE, Qatar, Oman and Bahrain. Vehicle in Arabic is Markaba, in Japanese it's Shario, and genuine spare parts in any language is Amani TVR Group, the name trusted since 1978. Trusted warranty for over 400,000 products. Amani TVR Group, UAE, Qatar, Oman and Bahrain. Vehicle in Arabic.
Welcome back. Doctor, there are many questions.
Okay.
This one, wearing powerless glasses will be helpful to protect eyes. Archana MT asked.
See, powerless glasses if you are using a blue filter, it can protect your eyes to some extent.
Okay.
Otherwise, there is no need for using a.
But without consulting doctor, is it okay to wear a powerless glass?
No, for children it is not. They have to see the doctor before. If the doctor prescribes a powerless glasses, then they can use. Otherwise,
Okay.
no.
Grown-up people also it is.
Grown-up
okay.
people they can use if they are not using any glasses, they can use the powerless
Okay.
glasses.
One glass they will keep, sometimes in front of the computer. That is
That is anti-glare
Anti-glare
filter.
glasses,
Anti-glare filter nowadays, because of the
Continuous usage.
advanced monitors,
Okay.
we don't need that filter.
We don't need that. Doctor, that LED light, kind of yellow lights, tube lights, which are advisable for students to study, especially
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah, that's
That
what I told
white
you.
light,
For studying, it's always better to have the white light.
White light.
Okay, and during the evening or night before sleeping, it's always better to have a yellow light.
Yellow light.
So for the calm.
Okay.
This thing.
Okay. Then, okay. That one also, Divya Gopan asked actually use the contact lenses and spectacles. I already mentioned about it, which is the
Okay.
best practice. And, okay, here there is one more thing. Please mention the duration. That means I think contact lens
yeah.
duration might
Contact lens duration, you can. It's always better to reduce the contact lens use.
Okay.
You can use the contact lens for 12 to 14 hours. That is good. Okay, but there are contact lenses that can be used at night also. Continuous wear contact lens also is there available.
Okay.
But it's always better to have a 12 to 14 hours wear of contact lens. That is the best.
Preeti AK asked, people over here sometimes use different eye drops without consulting an ophthalmologist, or may use eye drops prescribed by the ophthalmologist for someone else for the same symptoms. How safe is it, especially when using for kids? What is your advice about it? This is a common thing.
Never use drops that is used by another person.
Okay.
That should be avoided.
Okay.
And once the drops are opened, the bottle is opened, use it only for that specific time or for the specific disease that the doctor has given you. Okay. You can't use the drops for another same type of symptom which has happened in the future. Okay, because it may not be the same disease that is come again. Okay, unless and until you are sure of that same disease, then only you can use it. But from a different bottle. Okay. And for children,
so the same, you mean that same bottle should not be used?
Same bottle should not be used.
Okay.
Usually once the bottle is open, you have to discard the bottle within 30 days. Okay.
We have to keep it in fridge after each and every use?
No, there are some drops that has to be kept in the fridge, but most of the drops they need not be kept in the fridge. Okay.
But for dryness, suppose I am consulting with you, then you prescribed an eye lotion. Then the same thing I am just telling my colleague also, okay, you can use this, it is good. So, but it will work out like that?
The over-the-counter eye drops for dryness can be used by anyone. Okay. But if the symptom doesn't subside within 2 or 3 days, or if the patient is not getting relieved by the drops within 2 or 3 days, they have to see a doctor to see whether it is really due to dryness or there is
something else.
Yeah. Okay.
Then when something happens to our eyes, dust or something like that, we'll tell that, okay, wash with cold water or rose water. Is it okay?
See, if something falls into the eye and if you have some irritation, it's always better to wash it with cold water. That is okay. But using rose water that is commercially available, it is not good because it has some preservatives which is not good for the eyes. There are rose water is used by Ayurvedic people as eye drops, but in they prepare it and then we can use in that. But the commercially available rose water, I'm not comfortable
Suggesting that.
or for using for regular using.
Okay. Doctor, then one more thing. I don't remember exactly the incident, but something happened and it should not be washed at that time. That's what the doctor told when they consulted.
See,
something like a pencil or something on
no,
ice.
see, as I told you, if something foreign body has fallen into the eye,
Okay.
then you can wash it. Okay?
Okay.
But if you think that the foreign body it's poked into the eye,
Okay. Oh.
then you shouldn't wash.
Okay.
So poking into the eye can be through and through damage to inside the eye also.
So that time should not wash.
No, you should just close the eyes and consult the doctor immediately.
Children, this is very important. Parents also please notice that if something happens, immediately don't tell to wash. Ask them really what happened.
Yes.
Then only this is very important message,
yes.
no?
Yeah.
Because we have the habit of telling that okay, go and wash your face. Then only wash your eyes.
Yeah.
Then only we'll ask what happened. So
Yeah.
this thing can happen.
Yeah,
That's what I remember this incident.
Yeah, sometimes it may be a sharp pencil going inside the eye and causing damage into the eye. Okay, but not only just the outside. Okay, so it is always better not to.
So if it is not washed at that time, then is there any harm actually?
See, initially, see, if some foreign body goes inside the eye,
but if the child is not telling that okay what happened and even others cannot make out.
Yeah, so there are two things which you can see. Okay, one is whether there is any bleeding. Okay. Or if the child is not able to open the eyes. Okay. If it is a very small injury outside, the child will be able to open the eyes. The child will cry and then open the eyes. That may be a small injury. But if it is the child is playing with the sharp objects or anything like that, and you suspect that there is something, it's always better not to wash.
Yeah. This is very important because otherwise we will tell that, and something happens. That my grandmother and all that used to tell that okay, breast milk is good on eyes, but it is fine.
Breast milk is has anti-inflammatory properties. Okay, it can be given. Yes, but some conditions, but initially for soothing the eyes we can give, but it had, the child has to be taken to the doctor to see whether it is okay.
I think it is always better to consult the doctor in the case of eyes especially, because it is very difficult to treat, no?
Because it is eye is very small, and we also will be magnifying and looking into the eye to see whether there is really a problem or not. So for the layman, they won't be able to identify if there is a serious problem.
That's very true. My son is doing MBBS and he always tells that no, I'm not looking for ophthalmology at all, because it's very difficult to identify. It's difficult to it may not be.
No, once you study it, it's a fascinating subject.
I always appreciate that, because it's very for us. No, it is very, when we consult the doctor itself. When my husband also had the problem to take the injection and all that, I was scared to see that, because while seeing it, eyes means that much complicated. And it's very difficult, not like other body parts. Everything is important, but at the same time, eyes means it is very difficult to identify also. Doctor, one more question is there. Chitra Ranjit posted, what are the general effect of prolonged exposure to screen, and how can I protect my eyes during digital learning?
Prolonged exposure to digital learning is norm now. We can't avoid it.
Correct.
So the only thing is you have to use a good screen. And blue rays can affect the eyes, so that has to be avoided. And we have to see whether there is any glare, so that we have any accommodation problems or dryness problems. These are the things which we have to take care.
This dryness is that one, something like that. Artificial tears.
Artificial tears is for the dryness.
Yeah. Then many questions were there. Ideal positions we already discussed. Okay. When just one question was there, Mr. Chambanjalal asked me that when we rub our eyes, sometimes we'll feel like dust particles are there, or that fireflies are there. Some feeling like will be like that, no?
Yes, yes.
So is it a common thing, or is there anything?
See, when we rub your eyes, there is the because the vitreous can stimulate the retinal cells. Okay, that will cause a phenomena called phosphine phenomena. Okay, that is a normal thing. Okay, and you can also see some children will come and tell you that they see so many round dots that is moving in front of the eye when they look into the blank or bright light. Okay, that is because of entoptic phenomena. Okay, that is because the blue light that goes inside the eye gets reflected by the white blood cells in the vitreous, and this can cast shadows on the retina. That is called the entoptic.
Is there any connection with that blood checkups and all that? Can doctors can make out something means after doing the blood checkup? No, other parts means they use they will check the blood and will tell that this is there. But for eyes, there is nothing related to eye.
See, in the eyes, if there is redness, all those things, there is what we call it as uveitis. That is inflammation of the eyes. That can be we have to do the blood test to find out what is the cause of the uveitis.
Okay. So you also use that.
Yeah, in severe cases we have to find out. What is the cause of the uveitis.
So when you make out, that immediately will be
we will be referring
that one more incident shared actually. Pain starts from the eyes. After that, it is radiating to the shoulder, then to the left eye. So some type of means it's spread all around. Then painkiller they use. Is it related to painkiller only? Just after taking the painkiller, it will be fine. But it is very difficult, unbearable pain. One of my friends shared.
How
it happens not very frequently, but it happens like that.
On and off. So it may be the way you were describing the pain, I feel that it can be a migraine type of pain. Okay, so first we have to see whether it is due to migraine, and so migraine means we have to rule out all the other causes of headache. So if all the other causes of headache is ruled out, and they have to do a neurological examination also to rule out whether it is migraine. Usually the way you told me the symptoms, it is relieved by painkillers, and it is happening only once in 2 or 3 days. That may be mainly because of migraine only.
This when you point out this migraine, now the COVID season actually cannot taste means immediately we'll go for COVID checkup. But related to migraine also it can happen, sometimes cannot make out whether it is sweet or cold.
It happens. Migraine can have different triggering factors and different auras also. Like the patient will not be able to see one part of the field, and we'll see some flashes of the light. All those things can happen in migraine.
So the normal headache and migraine is different.
Yes, definitely different.
So migraine, just I heard that taking medicine it won't be helpful for the
migraine. I usually tell them they have to find out what is the cause of the migraine. So once you know the cause of the migraine, you can tame it. So migraine can be tamed. It's like we can't cure a migraine. It can be tamed.
So that before I had migraine, nowadays also it is there, but I could roll out as you told. Once consulted doctor and told that to identify what could be the reason. So I identified that the Kerala mixture, because every Friday I have this migraine problem. I feel like vomiting, and when I stopped that, it was fine. So different people
have different causes of the. We have to find out how the migraine is. What is the cause of the migraine?
Okay.
So that's what I told you. It's not the medicine that is needed. It is how you tame the migraine.
Okay. Sometimes it is very difficult to rule out. Also, sometimes patient also will tell no, I don't remember anything.
Yeah. So we have to ask them to come and let us know. They have to keep a record of how many times the headache is coming, what they did at that time, and how it started.
Okay.
All those things we have to get a record. Then only we can tell it is migraine and how to tame it.
Okay. This doctor's job actually it is very difficult. When we having headache, we'll go to neurologist. Sometimes it will be related to eye problem, and when we come to ophthalmologist, it will be related to neurology. So to coordinate among yourself is a big task.
Yes.
Okay. Doctor, is there any post-COVID cases related to eye problem?
Till now, I haven't seen any post-COVID cases.
Okay.
But they are reported about the infection. It is there, but till now I haven't seen.
Okay. I think okay. I think many questions were there. I think mostly we conveyed it. We just read almost all the questions, and online also all the questions. So in general, doctor, before winding up, what all are the advices you would like to convey to the students, parents and teachers? Because we are always complaining, parents will tell us, okay, this is happening, what to do, because as you told, looking at the screen, and instead of that they can take the printout, it will be helpful, no?
Yes.
Reading
reading from the paper is better than reading from the.
We will tell don't waste paper, but still during this digital learning it will be good to take the printout.
Even for revision, it is better to have a printout. Yeah.
So that will be better. That is one way. Then after, as you told it, every 20 minutes.
Every 20 minutes you have to look far. More than 20 feet for 20 seconds.
Okay.
That will relax the eyes, because the eye has to get relaxed. The accommodation should work.
Okay.
That is the main.
So consciously we have to follow all these things.
Yes.
And this blinking our eyes
Blinking
actually,
the eyes
it is also consciously we can do, no?
Yeah.
Because when we look at the screen, it never happens. So
and
consciously we can.
Students should not attend the classes on mobile.
On mobile. Okay.
Yeah, they have to at least use a laptop. or a desktop.
Okay. So it will be treated as an investment actually.
Yes,
so when the parents provide mobile phones, so it is better to have a laptop. It will be like an investment on your children. So it will be good, because later on, we should avoid the problems, eye-related problems. So it will be always good. And after every class, please get up from your place. That is also very important.
And every day they should go out, spend some time outside.
Okay. And reduce the usage of mobile phones. In every segment we used to
during the night, it's always better to ask all the mobiles to be kept in one place, for at least for charging, so that they don't use it at night. Okay, that is the best option.
Really, all the body parts are important. If something happens to each and every part, it affects one way or the other way. But eyes are very precious. So children, please advise your children also not to use mobile phone for a long time. That is very important. In future, what will happen, we don't know actually, because that much use. Unfortunately, we don't have other choice now. But still, from your part, that was the purpose of inviting you here. Thank you so much, Doctor, for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much for Radio Rang and Amritha and Rajiv for inviting me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was very useful, Doctor. I appreciate your dedication actually.
Welcome.
Just when I told scientifically you have to, if you tell that it will be fine, so we can convey to our students also. Just as teachers, when we tell, they will ask, you are not a doctor. So now we can tell that, okay, from the doctor only we heard, that was the purpose. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Radio Rang. Thank you, Srihari, Krishna, Rajiv and Shubha for the wonderful support. Thank you and have a nice day.
Vehicle in Arabic is Markaba. In Japanese, it's Shario. And genuine spare parts in any language is Amani TVR Group. The name trusted since 1978. Trusted warranty for over 400,000 products. Amani TVR Group, UAE, Qatar, Oman and Bahrain.
ഒഴുകാമൊലിയായി തിരകളിലേറി മലയാളത്തിൻ മൊഴിയൊഴുകും വഴിയും ഒഴുകാമൊലിയായി തിരകളിലേറി മലയാളത്തിൻ മൊഴിയൊഴുകും വഴി പടരാം പവിഴക്കരയും താണ്ടി നാദരാഗമായി റേഡിയോ റംഗ്.
Radio Rang.
Color your life.